if Brain can learn from his mistakes.
I believe in him.
You believe in the Brain?
Of course.
Nice.
It is the sexiest organ.
Okay, fair enough. Alrighty then. Well, let's just go straight into the game. I mean, that was a fairly standard long game. Brain. It's hard to point to any one mistake that game because like Scan is just so good, and in late game situations, it's just like a lot of small advantages really.
Okay, second game. Brain is the red Protoss at the 2 o'clock, and Scan is the purple Protoss at the 7 o'clock.
Indeed, he is. All right, nice. So it looks like we're on Jade here. This will be Brain's choice of map, I believe.
Do you think that Brain is capable of learning from the last game?
Well, see, I'm trying to think what crucial lessons he might learn from it, like what he could try and do better. I mean,
Build fewer probes, that's the trick, man. I figured it out.
Yeah, I guess the late game balance in supply, maybe adding more gateways there, but I'm trying to think if earlier on maybe he made some mistakes. Maybe he should have expanded more aggressively. Like I think maybe when Scam was going for the 12 o'clock, maybe he should have taken his 6th base straight away at the left side. He took that a little bit late when he could have taken it earlier when he was already floating a lot of minerals.
But maybe the other option could have been to try and do an enormous recall and take the base and then just remax before the Terran could hit him back for it. Like
that's the other thing.
If he's floating that much, you may as well.
Yeah,
you can trade army effectively.
You're absolutely correct. I was actually just gonna say that as well, which is basically yeah, he should have had the gateways established and gone for the aggressive plays before hitting 8K in the bank. Now it is actually a fine line because I've seen situations. I mean I've been in situations where you think you've reached the point where you can add, like 15 gateways and another base, but you don't quite have the bank, and then you add all the gateways, and suddenly you lose your army, and you actually don't have as much money as you thought. You only have like 2,000 minerals, and it's not quite enough to remax, and you end up in a really weird spot where actually your economy didn't quite support you yet, so you actually just don't have enough units. But I think at that point, I mean, he was in a completely different situation there. So, as you say, should have gone for the aggressive plays earlier.
So what do you do to cure that now? If you're Brain, what do you change?
I mean,
on Jade,
Jade is actually very similar overall to Fighting Spirit. I mean, you have the same 3 bases in each corner. The 3 bases are quite easy to turn to Turtle on. Not as easy as Fighting Spirit, but it's definitely doable. You see a lot of Terran players do that. So if they end up playing the same styles as last game, I think you can definitely just in general, if you see the Terrans going for the Turtle 3 base, expand faster. Go as soon as you max out and start adding on gateways, you can start being more aggressive, go for recalls, that kind of thing, and just play a bit more aggressive, I guess. I don't think he's going to try any cheese or anything.
So you think that he should be more aggressive, but he's spawned red, which is going to angry up his blood and make him more aggressive as well. Like everything is pointing Brain. He's just going to be super angry for this entire game.
Not only is he going to be angry, but his zealots are actually going to run faster because they're red.
Intriguing.
So he will have...
I'm familiar with the theory.
Indeed, he will have that advantage as well in the big engagements. His zealots will actually be marginally faster than usual.
Will that be enough?
I guess we'll see. I mean, he may choose to do a more zealot-heavy composition to try and take advantage of that.
He has blocked the scout completely.
Yep, that's pretty nice. By the way, for any new players, we're totally just making this up. It doesn't make you go fast.
No, sorry.
I just have to clarify because every now and then I say something completely ridiculous. Oh my god, this actually happened with Elegant last week. I just started just like completely making something up that sounded completely ridiculous, and he just believed me. He was like, "No way! I had no idea."
Yeah, did you know that SCVs attack if you click? Like they attack faster. It's crazy.
Oh my god, Jolt, please. What? I still am not 100% sure if that's true or not.
No. I know that I believe it to be true. I have no idea if it's the case.
The thing is, I used to believe it, and now there's just been so much doubt instilled in my mind. I'm just like questioning the very fabric of reality because I don't know if SCVs attack faster or not.
Part of the reason I know all of the upgrade names is because when I was a child, a young boy, I had the StarCraft Brood War strategy guide.
Oh!
And so I knew all of the upgrade names and everything else from that. But what I did learn from that was that the high ground mischance is officially recorded as 25%. And I would have taken that to the grave. I would have been the happiest man in the world if that were absolutely what it was.
Oh my god, I think...
12 years before someone convinced me that it might not be.
Dude, I used to think that too, actually. I didn't have the strategy guide, but I definitely read it somewhere else that it was 25%. And I was always... Oh my god, wait, there's a vulture on the base. It's got 2 kills.
It's
I was always actually...
He's bleeding him dry with repair money on this bunker as well.
It's pretty nice. It's actually funny that he's not attacking the SCVs up on the outside.
Why would you bother?
Oh.
Oh, look at that!
Oh.
If it repairs up fully, they stop repairing, so he's exploiting it. Perfect.
Hey,
Siege is up now, so that'll do it.
And now he's out.
Oh, he's sending in more Dragoons, though. He's committing to this.
I think he's just going to leave them at the front to make sure...
No,
like,
he should commit. Like, let's go.
Just go all in.
He's building a Nexus.
I mean, I did say he should be more aggressive, so...
That's true. And if they were faster, they'd get into contact with that siege tank better.
It's true. Exactly. The faster units. He's actually doing a build I used to do all the time.
Oh, he's immediately going to 3 bases. This is craziness.
Yeah, this is like my C- era build. I used to do this every single PvT. 2-gate Dragoon aggression into double expand. This is actually an incredibly risky build. It doesn't feel like it because you feel like you have control with your early Dragoons. But if the Terran does any kind of remotely aggressive 2-base build, even a normal 4-fact, you can actually get punished really, really hard unless he completely mismicros.
So you're not C- anymore. What are you now?
I reached B- once on
Brilliant.
IC Cup.
So that's how you consider yourself.
I don't, not anymore. I'm probably like D- now, but I'm B- high. That's how it works, right? You can just rattle off a letter that you attained once upon a time. Be like, yeah, I'm B- high.
You go with the Dota one where you just name a number and then name another number, and you're like, oh, you know, I'm like C- to B+. I'm somewhere in that region. It's just like, okay, dude.
Nice. I'm 2600 elo.
Exactly. Oh no, you're never 2600. You're 26 to 29. Perfect.
Is that how that works?
Always, yeah. You just add a little bit of fudge, and people, they're never gonna assume you just mean the lower number. Like that's not what you really said.
Perfect. I was A rank between B- and A+.
That's interesting. I was A rank too.
A rank with an unspecified range.
Yeah, but when you say it like that, it does sound like you're saying you were A.
Yep. Nice. Well, looks like we got another chill game here.
Long one setting in.
Although, actually, wait, hold that thought. We do actually have 3 factories and no armor yet from Scan.
Intriguing.
So, I mean, if he was going 4-fact, I'd be like...
speed as well.
Yeah, if he had 4 factories, I'd be like, okay, he's going to be a little bit aggressive here off his 2-base. And that could actually punish the Protoss quite hard. But he's only got 3 factories, so I'm not actually 100% sure what he's doing.
He's going to buzz him with the vultures. It's going to be great.
Could be quite effective. We have a nice Dragoon spread. It actually looks really cool on the minimap for some reason. I don't know, it just makes me happy. That like little goon line on his ridge. It's like getting a citadel as well. He still only has 3 gateways. This is the issue with this strategy is you leave yourself really low on unit count for a really long time. And obviously it delays other things like your tech as well. So you really have to rely on the Terran being passive for the early mid-game for this to be effective. But if the Terran is passive and doesn't attack you on 2-base, you're golden because you get such a huge resource boost.
It's interesting. I'm kind of curious. Do you see the mineral, the box around the minerals at the top? Oh, he takes the first observer out. It's fascinating.
Yeah, it's actually really good. Wait, the box around the minerals?
Yeah, it's like uneven. It's all choppy in different colors. Never noticed it before now.
Wait, where?
On the hood.
On the HUD?
Or maybe it's just some kind of graphic glitch on my side.
I think it is.
It before today.
Okay. I have no idea what you're talking about. My minerals are
fine.
Oh god, Sir Joel bringing his legendary replay bugs.
Incredible bugs, Broodborn. I have never installed Broodborn on this computer before. It's a very real chance.
Oh my god, the legendary Broodborn bugs. But it looks like Scan's actually not sieging up here. Scan's actually going in. There's a siege up. Most of the front line of mines have been cleared. There's only Dragoons here. This was actually a huge mistake by Brain not to engage the army earlier with the Dragoons and to allow him to run all the way up to his natural.
Or the vultures buzz into the base as predicted.
Oh my goodness. This is actually horrible for Brain.
Gross.
I was actually just not paying attention, but when Scan sniped that Obs, Brain should have immediately moved all his Dragoons forward because he saw the army coming out. He needed to meet the Dragoons, meet the tanks in the middle of the map before they could set up position and just delay the attack as much as possible. That's a general principle playing PvT that applies in virtually all situations where, you know, you guys both expand and then the Terran starts making an attack. The first attack needs to be delayed until you get, so you can get more units out.
But Brain has the moral high ground. He's at least managed to neck or to pylon block that third base. So that floating command center is worthless now.
Indeed. Oh, it looks like we can attack from the south side. I think this is enough Zealots to help clear this up. But can you imagine?
Oh god, that's
disgusting.
disgusting.
Very nice. Oh wait, it's gonna be close.
Not that close. I'm pretty sure Brain has this. Wow.
That is remarkably close, but
this is disgusting.
Wow, down to the last Zealot.
Not that close.
He is the survivor of the Battle Royale.
It's hit points left.
Not even close. The winner of the Battle Royale, ladies and gentlemen.
So is Brain winning now?
I don't think so, because Scan gets 3 bases, and Brain can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
He's slightly ahead in supply, but he didn't really tech up at all. He had 4 idle probes in his main, just like before. I was gonna say something else actually, I forgot now. Oh yes, so if you think about when those speedlots came out, that was about, you know, 10 to 15 seconds too late for the main attack. But if Brain had been more proactive with his Dragoons and delayed the initial attack starting from, you know, the middle of the map, he could have had enough time to get the Zealots out, in which case that initial Dragoon loss would never have happened. He would have engaged full on with the Zealots, and he would have crushed the first army. So you see, that's the big importance of actually being aggressive with your initial Goon force in PvT. I mean, once you have enough at home to defend against any kind of vulture run by, you definitely need to be playing forward, at least in the early mid game, to make sure the Terran can't just freely walk across the map.
So while all of this is very relevant, has it occurred to you that you sound exactly like Emperor Cusco, the llama man from The Emperor's New Groove?
Do I really?
Well, you sound just like him, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to teach you some new songs.
Now I need somebody to like link me a YouTube clip of that or something, so I can see
I'm sure someone
how
will chat
I sound.
about it.
Apparently, it's amazing.
It's impeccable. Like I'm having difficulty focusing on what you're talking about because you sound so much like Emperor Cusco.
You can't take me seriously anymore because I sound like the ridiculous emperor guy.
I think I would take you more seriously now that I think you're an Aztec emperor who's turned into a llama.
The llama part doesn't reduce the seriousness at all for you.
No, it's much harder to play Broodmore when you're a llama.
That's true. It's true.
So Brain is taking a 4th base, like pretty much unopposed now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually... Huh. I'm actually wondering what Scan's next timing is. Is he just going to move out now? Well, I guess now. There we go! That answers the question. Because, you know, he definitely knows, even though he lost his army in that first attack, he got a pretty good exchange, killed a lot of units. And even though he doesn't know it, he is at basically even supply with the Protoss, which is obviously very good for the Terran. And once again, there's nothing stopping the army from moving right out. Like, there's an OBS at the front of the Terran's base, but Brain is not using that information to do anything.
Well, he's demining now, but it's not an awful lot.
Yeah. Where's the Zealots? Oh my god, there's some Zealots here, there's some Zealots here. If he can group all the units behind this army and go in from both sides,
yeah,
he can actually win this. He can definitely win this. He just needs to not take too many mine hits on the way in. Alright, there we go.
And he's on it as well, yeah, wow.
A
He's
lot
already
of
cleared the
mines
mines,
down.
it's in good shape.
Alright, he's coming in here. The Zealots are a little bit far back though. He needs to be
Big
careful.
mine drags, these are going to be disgusting.
Oh my god, there's a lot of vultures coming in. They're flanking the flank.
Their mines are basically under the tanks now. It's a horrific position to put yourself in.
Oh man, but it looks like a counter vulture attack at the natural expansion. There's mainly just Zealots here to help defend. A few more goons doing more mine clearing. It looks like Brain does not want to commit just yet. That is, to be fair, a pretty difficult position to attack into, even though he could potentially do some sick mind tracks. He doesn't have an obs there to tell him exactly what the position is. Finally, the obs is moving up here. The Zealots are going forward. The tank's actually on siege, so that's perfect.
Oh my
But the
gosh.
mine's doing a lot of damage to the Protoss. The goons coming in from the backside as well. It's going to be close, but I think Scan is going to take the engagement barely. Maybe not. Oh god, is it going to come down to the last unit again? Oh no, Scan cheated. He brought more units.
What a
DQ.
fool.
Disqualified.
No, we'll never know. These mines are doing work for both of them.
And, well, actually, he cleans up all the siege tanks, and he's got the top left base. Oh, wait, no, there's one tank here. Oh, GG from Bray.
That's
You can't
ridiculous.
take the heat
The pressure is too
anymore.
much.
Indeed, it was the pressure of playing against the Boogeyman. And that means Scan will advance to the finals 2-0. Nice.
You can't fault him.
So now we shall see
Beyond it.
whether we shall get, I don't know if we're going to go straight to the finals or another semifinals. Oh, apparently, I guess this is the